Technology plays an increasingly important role in our everyday lives. While this is largely beneficial, technology also has its downsides. For example, a study by Common Sense Media shows that the amount of time children spend using phones, tablets, or other smart devices each day has tripled in recent years. At the same time, the Mayo Clinic estimates that 1 in 4 children don't get any physical exercise on a daily basis. Children are moving away from playing games with their whole body and focusing instead on games in the palm of their hand. So how do we use technology children love to re-engage them in physical play and exercise? Introducing the Smart Playground. The Smart Playground is an innovative new take on the playground meant to get children to fall in love with physical play again. The Smart Playground consists of the 3 major value additions that distinguish it from the playgrounds of the past: modularity, technical integration, and open source design with community interaction. The Smart Playground is a complete business model that will allow playgrounds to thrive into the future. Let's talk about the Smart Playground's first feature, modularity. Most playgrounds, like the ones you see here, consist of a predetermined design. Playground purchasers look through a website or catalog and select a specific design that may or may not align with the playground they had envisioned. So why not create a system for users to build a playground from their own imagination? The Smart Playground's modular parts allow just that. The Smart Playground is comprised almost entirely of modular parts. These parts consist of some basic geometric shapes, which can be connected in various ways using pin interfaces, as shown in this video. The pins slide into the slots on the side of the parts, allowing structures to be easily assembled. Using these parts, a playground could be shaped in any way the buyer desires. The parts could be used to build a playground shaped like a tree, or like a spaceship. The Smart Playground's modular parts also include electronic components that allow the integration of technology into the playground. Within each part are the electrical channels and components necessary to allow communication between the parts. The structural pins that connect each part can be replaced with electrically conductive structural pins, which allow the flow of power and signals from part to part. This allows builders to incorporate sensors, lights, sounds, and other technologies to create new and exciting games for children. Playground games that use these technological components add play value because they have the capability to change and update based on the child's actions. This will keep children more interested and engaged than on a standard playground. One example of the application of this technology is a lighted climbing wall. As children climb this wall, only certain lighted stones would be available for them to use as handholds and footholds. If they successfully complete the climb, the lights are rearranged to make the next climb more challenging. The physical construction stays the same, but the game is always changing. Like with the playground construction, playground purchasers can use the modular components to create their own unique set of games. Perhaps the most vital aspect of the Smart Playground is the open source design community and the online interaction that accompanies the playground. So what does that look like? Potential playground designers and builders would be introduced to the Smart Playground website. With this website, users are able to view pre-designed playgrounds that can be purchased immediately. If they wish to design their own playground, they can access the website's Playground Design tool and see their playground virtually as they customize its design. Once their design is completed, the parts they need can be packaged and shipped directly to them. If users want to buy individual or replacement playground parts, the website facilitates that too. The website also allows playground buyers, parents, and children to stay involved after their playground is in operation. An online community exists where parents and children can share ideas about games and playground designs. The community also rewards the playground's most avid players with special events and Player of the Month awards. The Smart Playground's business model is relatively straightforward. Company revenues would be generated through the sale of physical parts found on the website. Costs for the company would include the hardware design and manufacturing, website maintenance, customer service and technical service, and employee costs. Some of these costs would be reduced due to the existence of an open source community that would help advance the design process with no expense. While the Smart Playground is new and exciting, it still has some problems that need to be solved or eliminated before the product is market ready. The most important concern is safety. The existing playground designs do little to reduce the risk of falling or coming in contact with a sharp edge. Moving forward, the playground needs to incorporate safety features, like soft surfaces and guardrails. Another safety aspect that comes with an open source design community is the potential for a customer to design an unsafe playground. This potential leads to the need for a design review process before each playground is sold. The playground should be able to pass the examination of a professional engineer before the customer buys it. This would also ensure that customers could have their designs approved by their city regulators prior to building and remain in compliance with all codes and ordinances. With these refinements and a successful marketing campaign, the smart playground will be ready to transform the way children use playgrounds. This concludes our brief introduction of the smart playground, the innovative product to bring physical play into the future.